Pyra and Mithra from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 just came out for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, bringing the total number of fighters to 80. There's only 2 fighters left in the second Fighters Pass, so why not follow every other YouTuber and have a list of my own most wanted characters? So here's 5 characters I'd love to see take those remaining 2 spots. And just to be super wrong, I'll make a prediction on who will fill those actual 2 spots. So let's get into it. Lara Croft. Created in 1996 for the original PlayStation, Lara Croft might be the best-known video game heroine, starring not only in 12 mainline games, but also 3 movies, with a 4th in development. Lara's design can take after any one of her major redesigns. I would like her to be based on Tomb Raider Legends' appearance, but I wouldn't mind a more modern look either. As for how she would fight, I'm no Masahiro Sakurai, so I can't say that my ideas are perfect, but her jabs and tilts would be represented by her dual pistols. For balancing, they'll either have a short range or have significant damage drop-off. Her smash attacks could represent her modern games by having her use her climbing axe. There's also no limit on how many alternate costumes that could be referenced, but I do hope, regardless of which take on Lara they use, that one of her skins is a blocky polygonal design like her original game. Lara is one of the few gaming icons not represented in Smash. I would love to see her get in.
Citizens of Earth, lend me your ears and listen.
Dr. Eggman. Sonic the Hedgehog's arch-rival Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik would make an excellent addition to Smash. 2021 marks the 30th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog, and Eggman has been present for every second of it. How would he play? There's too many ways you could implement him. I could see him in a mech, like in Sonic Adventure 2, brawling it out like a heavy. Or he could be a zoning character, using a multitude of gadgets to keep enemies at bay. Maybe he's a Pokemon trainer-like character, who stands in the background summoning up different badniks to battle. Or maybe he's in his Eggmobile, which references different boss fights with moves similar to the Koopaling's clown car. The limits are really your budget and your imagination. Crash Bandicoot is one of the last major 90s mascots to not make it into Smash. Full disclosure, I've never played a Crash game, but growing up in the 90s, you couldn't avoid his marketing.
Hey, plumber boy, mustache man, your worst nightmare has arrived.
Smash being a platform fighter, and Crash coming from a platformer series, means creating a moveset is simple. Crash has his spins, jumps, and items such as crates or Wumpa fruit. To be honest, I think Sakurai could knock Crash's moveset out in his sleep, and he'd fit in right next to Mario, Sonic, and Banjo and Kazooie. Doomslayer. I'm a proponent of getting different game genres represented in Smash, and the first-person shooter is one of the most popular genres not represented. Doom wasn't the first FPS, but it did make it so popular that for the majority of the 90s, the genre was called Doom clones. The Doomslayer's moveset would of course emphasize the most iconic Doom weapons: the super shotgun, pulse rifle, chainsaw, or his sword if that's too grisly, and his final smash of course would be the BFG 9000. I'd also love to implement limited ammunition as well, forcing the player to use their melee attacks to get additional ammunition, similar to the modern games, allowing the ranged weapons to feel more impactful while keeping the Slayer moving instead of camping, again staying true to the series' frantic gameplay and kinetic motion. The side special could even be the meat hook attack from Doom Eternal, allowing the Slayer to quickly close the gap for a melee for those additional shotgun shells, and it could be a nifty tether for recovery options. Ryu Hayabusa. Koei Tecmo is probably the oldest Japanese video game company to not have a Smash fighter rep, and Ninja Gaiden's Ryu Hayabusa is a natural fit with the series. Ryu is not only from a combat-heavy series that has a history as a platformer on the NES, but he's also a fighting game vet from Dead or Alive, meaning you could easily pull moves from either series to create a unique Smash variation. Like Crash Bandicoot, this is a character archetype I know Sakurai could knock out without breaking a sweat. If any of those 5 characters makes their way into Smash, I'll be a happy guy, especially Eggman, Lara, and Doomslayer, but I'm not expecting any of them to actually make it in, even if the DLC fighter passes have pretty consistently defied expectations. So, Who are my actual predictions that'll age terribly? Lloyd Irving. I think Lloyd will join King K. Rool and Chrom as characters that were once Mii Fighter costumes who joined the roster. Namco Bandai helped produce Smash Ultimate, and only has one rep in the game, Pac-Man. I wouldn't be against a Soul Calibur or Dark Souls rep from them, but I think their history of Tales of games on Nintendo systems makes Lloyd a bit more likely. Not a pick I would choose, of course, but he makes a certain business sense. Speaking of business sense, Toxtricity. I think a Gen 8 Pokemon will be one of the final two characters. Nintendo loves to use Smash to promote its properties, and while Pokemon doesn't need further promotion, that has never stopped them from adding more Pokemon to the roster. Of all the Gen 8 Pokemon, I chose Toxtricity because it's one of the most popular new Pokemon in Sword and Shield, but the rep could just as easily be Rillaboom, Cubfu, or Cinderace, if Sakurai wants to do another Fire-type Pokemon. So that's my list of characters I would love to see, and characters I honestly believe are coming. What would your wishlist be? Who do you think is most likely? Leave us a comment and please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more of our videos. And as always, thanks for watching.